Today, in Roadcraft, we're building a road through the most difficult terrain in the map Sunken. You're supposed to see this terrain, chicken out, and build your road elsewhere, but we're going right through the middle and eventually paving a road right through it. Let's go. Well guys, today we're on the map Sunken, and it's time to do a road, well, a route that I've been putting off till the very end. Completion here is 90%. The map is already done. It's time to build a road through this section here. If you've been on the map Sunken, you've played through this, and you probably know exactly where we're at right here. Here's our route, which is not required for the game. It's a side objective, and it has you running from Montyville to the oil station. Now, in the last video that we did here on Sunken, you have to run a truck there. You have to drive it yourself. And we drove it up through... We avoided this just canyon of nastiness here, and instead turned into like this whole train depot place, went this way, through here, and then through these trees, and then got there this way, all to avoid this. And then after doing that, they said, hey, let's, we want to build a route there. And in the video, I said, hey, screw it. We're going to build a route. We're not going to go around like we did delivering the truck. We're just going to brute force it, and we're going to build a route through this. So I've kind of been having a look at this. I've been putting this off. I was like, oh, man, I'm all done with the map. But if I want 100% completion, then we've just got to do some of the dirty work that I was putting off. And that is, we're going to somehow build a route through this. And there's no quarry coverage here, but I have marked the edges of the quarry coverage that we do have. Right there, that yellow flag at the top of the screen here. And I put that mark there because I thought there was a way up there. Well, maybe not. Well, but there's another yellow flag over here. I put yellow flags at the edge of the quarry coverage so I can get an idea for where it's at. We could try to see if we could get the sand scalper thing, but I don't know if there's any places around here where you could use that. I don't think this is that bad. This right here is the edge for the quarry coverage here. Yes, somehow we got to build a road through this. I think it'll become fairly doable. We'll see. So right here, luckily, at this edge right here, this is not too bad. I've seen worse. This right here, if we just bring the dump truck back to here, then we can, yeah. Well, let's start off. I've got us a few service tokens. We can always buy more. I parked a vehicle down at the construction depot. So if we need to buy more service tokens, there's already a vehicle there. That's always a good tip. We got a mobile base up here, one of the field repair vehicles we got up here. Let's start by, you know what, since they fixed the big dump truck and it doesn't spill all over the place anymore, we can start off, because that thing moves so much sand, we can start off by calling that guy in. I mean, this thing, usually I use the, is it called the bowhead? The tracked dump truck, but this thing actually holds like twice as much sand as that thing does. So since we can now move this without it sloshing everywhere, this is going to be the ideal way to pour as much sand as we can at a time. Or we can at least park it at the edge of the radius here to extend our radius out a bit, which I'm not even sure how much time that really saves, because every time you take sand out of it, you then have to get back in it and fill it back up, but it does do something. But let's see if this is, yeah, if this is not handy to dump the sand down here, then maybe we will just park it at the edge. Maybe we could park this at that other yellow flag up there, which, here, I'll show you my, wait, let me put this e-brake on, because there we go. I put the other yellow flag here, which, yeah, it looks like there's a way down there, but no, from down here, that's a edge. Yeah, so here's our core coverage. So you can see it, well, yeah, the edge would be here. The truck's extending it out a bit. Anyway, let's just see. I don't know. We're just going to start here. Oh, that's right. Hey, let's get this pouring down here. But we're just going to have to dump a bunch of sand. Oh, wow, this holds so much more sand than I'm used to. I'm so used to driving the bowhead. We're going to have to get the bulldozer down here. And we're going to have to be going over this with the bulldozer so that we can drive the truck back out of there. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of this. It's going to take a lot of everything. But yeah, we're going to have to get a road kind of started here. I guess we're going to take this all the way and pave it. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a fun idea. Pave a road through the most difficult part of this map. Sounds like fun. Let's park this somewhere. Now, the thing is going to be not getting these vehicles stuck. We're going to have to move vehicles around in here in various places. And yeah, something could get stuck. And this is really, really crazy bad. It's going to take a lot of sand. Just trying to back out of this. To think that there's going to be a paved road through here. Alright, so right here we should be able to refill. Yep. Now, let's... Well, we're just going to have to start just laying it down thicker and thicker and thicker till we get us a nice smooth grade of road down here. Wonder how long it's going to be before we have to get the crane down here. There's going to be a point where it's going to be like, whoops, we need a crane because we got something stuck. It's only a matter of time. Well, we've got a start to a road. We've got a small start to something that looks... something that resembles a smooth path. I think, well, this will work. It'll work. And it'll be cool when it works. Yeah, so we're going to take it all the way up to pavement because why not? We got one more truck of sand here. One more to keep going. Let's see, while that fills, let's see. So, to have a closer look at this, we're going through here. And then we're just going to kind of feel it out as we go. But I think the way is pretty obvious. Yeah, the way is pretty obvious because they've got the remainders of a road there. So I think the best way is to follow that. The idea here being... they know anyone is going to try to get around this and not build a road here. And so the idea is that we're just going to, yeah, we're going to do the hard thing and build a road in the place because it might be fun. And yeah, that's kind of, let's see. Do we need to get a crane out here already? Yeah, we definitely do. Which crane do you think? I think, well, yeah, I do tend to lean towards the tracked crane. It might have more difficulty picking some of this stuff up, but it's simply going to be more maneuverable down there. It usually is my go-to. Let's get it down here. I mean, this thing has plenty of lifting capacity, but it might have some trouble with, like, you know, a filled dump truck or something. But this thing's just going to be able to maneuver down there, and it's going to be able to lift from points where we couldn't get the wheeled crane at. And that place where this truck flipped over, I already saw that as a problem spot because there's places where the road is, well, there's no road yet, but there's these places where stuff wants to roll side to side going down this. All right, let's see if we can get the truck from here. Oh, it's going to want to lift the truck from underneath, isn't it? What if we extend this out? Well, let's see. Let's try pulling it this way. There we go. That's what I was thinking. Now, is the truck going to want to... Yeah, that's good. Okay, now, where can we park this guy? It's out of the way. We'll just back him up. Put him up here, I guess. Let's see if we can get this crane up here at the top of this. So this way it's got a... if I can get it turned around. I need to knock down some of these trees. But with the crane up here, we'll have a decent view of the road. Yeah, let's see, can we push some more of these trees down? Look out, trees. Look out, trees. We got to get a crane through up here. Oh, is the rain clearing up? I see the sun kind of coming out. It's been super rainy most of the time we've been here. Look at that. Sun's coming out. It's like daytime now. Alright. Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize we were in like nighttime. It was so dark and gloomy. It's about time. This is filming weather here. And I can see better like what's going on. We're just going to have to keep dumping sand here. We're just going to have to keep dumping sand. In some ways, I wouldn't mind if this truck still sloshed sand. Because you see, here, we've got like 2 different degrees of roll. You know, we got pitch and yaw roll going down this, if this thing were still all sloppy and dump sand everywhere, it would kind of naturally even the plane out as we went down here, you know, because as it pitched, like right there, as it pitched to each side, it would be, and actually it's pitching so much that it kind of actually is. All right, yep, it's going to take a few more trips. And what I've been doing is just bringing the dozer down and back each time. So yeah, we're just going to bring this, yeah, we're just going to keep running this down and back. We need to fix where the truck was. Actually, that wasn't yaw, that was roll. Yeah, I thought it was, yeah, pitch and roll. Yeah, where the truck was starting to roll left and right. That's where we really need to get this. I think just a pure excess of sand will be the fix there, right? All right, so there's that. Let's spin this guy around and go back. Just going to keep smoothing this down and back. Because eventually, this is going to be paved. And it's going to be a beautiful luxury highway. by Roadcraft standards. Now, I haven't done a route, I haven't tried the route to see what kind of trucks they're going to send yet. Now, this top part up here, this is pretty smooth now. We're actually good right here. We don't need to start dumping sand until, I'd say right here, where the truck kind of rolls off to the left. We need to just put as much sand down here, as much ridiculous amounts of sand down here as we can get. And this thing holds a lot, too. You know what? Why not get the other dump truck? Why not get it, too, actually? That thing holds so much sand. But let's go ahead and let's get our bowhead down here. Where to put him? There we go. My old friend. I've used this truck for 90% of this game. This has been my go-to. Hopefully he won't fail us here. Okay. Now this could be a little more precision because this truck can turn. Although I got to remember how exactly... hold up. I think it's... Is it this? Yeah, this control now. They changed that. Which I like. A lot of people said they don't like this change. I like this change because now I won't accidentally dump it when I'm spinning it. It's different sticks. I guess it depends how you control it. If you control it with keyboard, maybe that is annoying, but with a controller, this is very precision. It allows you to spin without dumping it, which was previously very difficult. Right, so this thing's ideal role is going to be to dump sand to even this out flat. Because it can be a little more precision. See, right here, this right here is where the big dump truck gets off the rails a little bit. And it starts tipping away from this. So here we can put a little sand right here. And right here. I think that might have been the problem. See how it looks. Let's see how this part here looks, you know. So we get this smoothed. We want it flat. We want that big dump truck to stop rolling when we bring it down here. So I guess level would be the word we're looking for. Wow, look at this. This is such an improvement. I mean, yeah, it's just amazing what several dump trucks of dirt can do. But yeah, seriously, this is such an improvement here. We actually have like something resembling a road. All right, now where do we actually need to start pouring this? I think this here is probably fine. Yeah, I think we got to fine all the way down to here now. And here's where we really... Here we really kind of lose the... We're going to need a ton of sand here because here... Yeah, we just need to start just dumping it here. We need just a bunch of fill here because I completely lose it. I can't even see where... I mean, I'm just kind of looking at the road-colored rocks. I always wonder if and I think we should try this because we can't make it any worse. I say, let's bring the bulldozer down here and put it in asphalt destruction mode and see if we can't level some of this out. I mean, this is like the surface of a foreign planet here. You know, this is like an unterraformed, undiscovered planet. This is just wild, this terrain down here. Yeah, I kind of think, let's see if we can get this back up this path and get the bulldozer down here and just put it in absolute terrain wrecking mode and see if we can do anything with that, because it can't make it any worse than it is now. Do you think that would make that a scout vehicle? Give us a lunar rover scout vehicle. That's probably what we need here. That's maybe a little ridiculous, but you know, maybe as a vehicle mod. Maybe once there starts, if we ever see vehicle mods, get a lunar rover scout vehicle mod. That'd be hilarious. Actually, you know what vehicle I want to see? I've said this since forever. The vehicle I want to see one of those big mining dump trucks, you know, like the big ones they use in quarries. I don't even know how it would dwarf what we've got. Let's straight up put this guy in asphalt destruction mode, and let's just see what, if anything, it does here. It should do something. Something's going to happen. It's going to do stuff. Yeah, we're just going to see if I can smooth this down a bit here. And it might tear things up pretty bad. We might have to work a little bit to get it level. You know, I think with enough back and forth, I think this will do something. Yeah, we kind of got this area here is, it feels to me like it's a little, we're gonna have to keep pushing here. Yeah, it's just gonna take some a little more work here. Now I'm gonna put on manual and see if I come from up here, if we can kind of smooth it out as we go down. There we go. I don't know. Yeah, my idea is to see if this will smooth this out as we go down here. One thing for sure, we really run very little risk of screwing things up because it was so bad already. Alright, so I got some stuff down there. We're gonna fill, I say let's fill up both dump trucks and go down there and just dump an absolute ton of sand. Well, actually, more than a ton of sand, more like, how much can these two trucks hold? 60 tons between them of sand. But we gotta take them one at a time, because otherwise they're gonna default and fill off each other. I think that the trucks, it seems to me, if we, here, let's hop in the other truck. If we get in this truck and we fill it, it's gonna try to fill off of the bowhead first, isn't it? No? Okay, never mind. Well, if they are in range of each other and the quarry is not in range, then they will default to filling off each other, and it's a little annoying, but since we're in quarry range here, they will fill off the quarry first. That's good, at least. Alright, well, I've never used two dump trucks at one time unless I had one barely in range of the quarry, you know, to fill off of. I've never had where I was using both in this way here. We're just gonna dump. Yeah, we're just gonna go through here. You can see, I got it a little smoother here with the asphalt destruction mode. A little bit. I mean, I was able to actually drive this thing through it, kind of. Let's get him over here, maybe. And let's come through with the big guy. And when we get down there, we're just going to open his bed up all the way. Oh, a little bit, yeah, that road needs to be a little more level there. Okay, here, we're just going to open this up all the way. And wherever the sand goes, well, we need it just everywhere here. Yeah. Well, I can almost drive a dump truck all the way through it. I mean, kind of. This part here at the end is just really bad. But, one second here. I'm having issues with my darn controller. Can I get this dump truck through this to the other side? Yeah, now, is there anywhere to bring sand from the other side? I don't think so. But even if it's farther, it could be... No, not whatsoever. Unless there's a place we could park our sand quarry machine, but I don't know where. I just don't know where, and I could spend all day trying it in various places. Unless we could get a path up this. Let's see. Can we get a path up that to that mark? Well, you know... Yeah, let's see about that. Let's hop in this guy real quick here. Is there a way we can clear a path up there? Now, this could just be getting something stuck really bad. Yeah, that's really steep right there. We would have to make a new path down here from up there. So let's see how this smooths out with the bulldozer. I haven't brought the bulldozer down here in since a few dump truck loads. Let's see how this smooths out. I mean... Well, it does something. This part that we're sitting on top of right now, this is where I ran the asphalt destruction mode through. And it definitely, it did at least allow us to get some sand through here. With only a few dump truck loads. Maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 dump truck loads just piled all over that. And now kind of is a little leveled out there. The only way we're going to get sand from up here is if we had a dump truck up here and then just started pitching sand down over the edge until we could make a new path up there, and I'm not sure that's worth all the effort. Yeah, so for now, I'm going to see if I can get our dump trucks backed back up this road and get some sand in them and bring them back down again. Now, this place right here, where our dump truck is kind of wallowed in there, that's just going to take, I think, just a massive amount of sand dumped in there will be the fix for that. But look at this, we can back up this thing so much easier now. Yeah, we can just back right up this. That's crazy. This was pretty much impassable. Like, all of this was just impassable. Now there, it actually did fill off the bowhead first. As I was pulling into the sand area, it filled off the bowhead. I guess because, yeah, whatever. I wish that was, maybe there's like a way that they could put a setting to either enable or disable that. Because there's lots of circumstances, like right there, for instance, where that was really annoying. Oh, did I lose my control? I lost my controller again. My controller keeps disconnecting. And now, hopefully I didn't lose track of what I was saying. Do I have my controller? No, it's getting worse. Now I gotta unplug it and replug it several times. I'm gonna have to find a way to connect this thing wirelessly. But I can't do that right now. I'm making a video. Come on, controller. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there needs to be a way so that... Because right here I was coming up this, and, well, what happened is I wasn't quite in the area yet, but here's the thing. I wasn't in the sand area yet, but it said refill. Well, I missed that. I hit refill, and because I was out of the area, but because the bowheads area extended out past this a little bit, yeah, there should be a way to toggle that on or off so that you're not emptying one truck to fill another when you don't want to. Right here, we're just trying to get both trucks staged up with sand so we can bring them both down. Alright, so we're just going to dump a massive amount of sand down here. This is where the bowhead's going to come in handy because it can, because it can rotate on its platform. Yeah, you know what? Can we turn this guy around? I don't know. This thing doesn't turn very much, does it? Yeah, unfortunately, even though this thing doesn't slosh out anymore, this is so extreme here. It was... Alright, well, we got turned around with some sand. Here, let's just dump out what we got. We need to fill that whole spot in there. Yeah, just dump it all. We got to fill all that in. Alright, back up to the top. I think the bowhead's going to be best here. And we got to remember not to hit the fill button until we cross that yellow mark. So that yellow mark is coming in handy now. Wait till we cross it. And now fill so we don't fill off of the other truck. right. And that was a quick swap. We're already headed back down the hill. Yep, already headed back down the hill with this guy. Now, here, if we can get this up here. So, okay, I was pouring sand off to the left, but the road, the remnants of the road actually go up here to the right of this vehicle. Yeah, you know, I think that might be easier. Well, how about this? How about let's just get up here. Let's just dump out a ton of sand, or 20 tons of sand, and just see where the path of least resistance takes the road. All right, let's just dump sand over this whole area here and just see what, you know, what turns into a road. Where does the road complete itself? We're going to take the bowhead down again because I think it's faster. It's faster, it steers more precise. The big truck is definitely good when you got to fill one huge area with sand, but this might be better for getting down quickly and putting sand exactly where we want it. Which is, I don't know, just here everywhere. We just need lots and lots of sand. Alright, so we're going to push with the bulldozer and just see what kind of, like, does the natural line of the road want to go. I figured if we get enough sand piled down here, we could fill in all the low spots and just kind of bring the road wherever feels like I said, I think just kind of right here. Yeah, I mean, path of least resistance, just, yeah. Yeah, this right here feels like where the road wants to go. I think we're at the point now where we can pull this dozer off and leave it down here. I don't think we have to drive it all the way up to the quarry area anymore. Yeah, because we're kind of just working down here now. I think we're going to run a few loads of just this big heavy dump truck down here and just start piling more sand. I've put a few more loads down there and I've run the dozers some more. And look, we've actually kind of got the... Yeah, we've got a road most of the way down here. Whoops, this thing kind of drifted a bit, but we've got a road most of the way down here now. But here, this really rocky bit, I think the thing is... Yeah, we just need to keep doing what we were doing before, which is just putting down massive amounts of sand, especially right here where we're at. Here, we just dump this entire truck right here. Yeah, we need to do a few more loads like this and fill all that in. Well, one thing is we can start... We got so much of this done, we can start filling it at the top now, and and just let it fill as we drive back down in here, because yeah, we've actually got it far enough now that we can let it fill as we drive down in here. Because look at this, we've got quite a bit of this is actually drivable. Yeah, we're kind of at the home stretch here, which is just gonna kind of need a... We just need to basically fill in this huge bottomless pit we've got here. Wow, what did it get hung up in a tree? Yes, it did. So I think we might have to remove that tree. Yeah, trees in this game have this way of being impenetrable obstacles. As we fill this and this road level raises up, well, one protruding branch of that tree will catch a vehicle. Even just that very tip right there, that's what caught this truck. Can we get something out here to remove that tree? Yeah? Yeah, actually, I think we can. Yes, we can. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to call in... Let's actually call in the proper vehicle for the job, which I hardly ever use. And it's at, let's see. I think from right here, we can get up there. We can actually approach that tree from behind. From the top. Because where it's hanging, the tip of it, if one vehicle just so much... Well, you saw already, that huge dump truck, the tip of the dumper bed caught the very tip of that tree, and it lifted a freaking 30-ton vehicle up in the air. Trees in this game, they act as like, I don't know, but yeah, they're immovable. This up here, I believe, is the root system of that tree. Let's see if we can grind it from up here. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's turn this off. Well, from this angle, I can see that we can actually maneuver around to the side here, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, we can get to this guy from over here. Maybe the one with the big mulcher wheel would have worked better. Oh, we got it. We got it. It is, well, it's making noises anyway. It was. It was making noises. I got this one because I figured, I don't know, it's fancier, but yeah, I think the simple one with the big open wheel might have been better. Okay, oh, there we go. We got it, we got it. Alright, that tree is now, well, no longer a problem. Yeah, that tree will, I guess, hopefully slowly despawn. Or is that a different tree that's hanging down there? Yeah, I think that's a different tree. Let's see, can I get to that one? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, yeah, totally can. I didn't see it there, yeah. There's a second one here. See if we can grind it from the top up here. There we go. Let's grind this tree down. There we go. You know, we might even have a path. You know, it wouldn't be... Yeah, see, it doesn't look like it'd be that hard to get the dump trucks up here, except there is a bit of a drop-off down at the very bottom of this. But if we could... Let's see. Yeah, there's... We could almost get a dump truck up there, you know. Let's give it a shot. If we could just climb that, if we could get up there, we could just start dumping sand over the edge. And, that said, it's not a very long drive to get... You know what? It's not a very long drive. Here, let's just drive the dump truck up there. It's a way shorter drive than I thought it was. When I drove the tree mulcher up there, I saw it's actually... There's a pretty quick way to get there. Now, this sand here, we haven't bulldozed yet, but here we go. Now we're on our smooth road. Let's get up here and go around. If we can get this into range up there, we can just start dumping sand by the truckload over the edge and quickly, I think pretty quickly, get us a path down there. Now, yeah, so as we saw with the tree mulcher, we can just bring this right over here. I thought I was going to have to route myself through the train yard or something, but no, we could just go right through here. And we'll just back this up to the edge and just start dumping sand over the edge. This will give us, yeah, closer access point to the sand. Right. Look out below. Sand is coming down. I guess right here. We'll just dump a few truckloads over the edge here. Oh, I almost got the truck stuck right there. Almost. I had like one and a half rear axles hanging off the edge. So this time let's not go as far over the edge. Let's just take it to right about... take it to right here. We'll dump from here. Just dump some more sand down there. Alright, we're gonna get this thing filling now. And let's swap to our bulldozer and let's see if we can get any kind of... Do we have enough that we can get a path up that? Even if it's a steep path? I don't know. Let's see. Because as it is, I don't want to high center that dump truck, backing it down that again. Oh, we need to smooth... Hang on, we need to smooth this out. I've done a few dump truck loads since we've smoothed the... So yeah, since we've last smoothed this. Let's see if we can get us a better driving surface here. We're slowly making progress on this. I mean, this looked like impossible. This looked like one of those jobs where it's like, where do you even start? But now it's a matter of we can see clearly where we have to go. Like, look, right there, that's where we're going. Now, can I get the bulldozer up this? Possible. without hanging the blade up. Oh, there's another darn tree. Can I push past it? No, trees are just immovable objects. In Roadcraft, trees are just absolutely immovable objects. Darn, my controller whacked out again. It's gonna happen sometimes. There we go, got it back. Okay. I've got a... Y'all, I don't know. It's a Microsoft Xbox controller. It's one of the expensive ones, so surely there's a way to hook it with Bluetooth. Alright, we're gonna have to... see if we can get that tree out of the way. I think we can drive down there now. There we go. Got some grinding done. Get some grinding. Come on, little guy. Grind it. Grind it. It's grinding. Is it going to break through? There we go. There we go. Okay. I didn't even see that one until we got right on it. But it's crazy how even the tip of a tree just acts. In this game, it acts like a rubber band in a cartoon. You hit it and it just bends and bends and bends, and then it just snaps your vehicle back and won't let you get through. Now let's see if I can get the dozer up this. Oh yeah, a couple more loads of sand over the edge here, and we'll have a path for the dump trucks to come up and down. I think it'll save time in the end. Could come in handy in other ways too, we don't know. Alright, let's park this guy up here, and let's see, but I think we might have, I think if we push the sand down from the top here, we might just have a way down there. Let's see. We just start pushing, pushing, pushing. All we gotta do is be able to get the dump trucks down here from up there. Yeah. We can absolutely do that. Now let's fix this. But yeah, oh yeah, we've legit got a way up there now. That's excellent. That's good, because we got a lot of sand to put in to fill this in here. And we're going to continue that next time. There's a reason I was putting this off. This is a big job. Next time, we're going to get this finished and we're going to get this paved. But right here, we've got a huge void of sand that needs to get filled in. Guys, thanks for following along today with me. Tell me what you think of this road. Did you build a road through here? Or did you go around the train yard and everything? Because when you see where you got to build this route from here... Let's just get the mouse, it's easier. When you see you got to build a route from here to here, and you see that the obvious way is through here, but they're trying to force you to do this. Did you go through the train yard, or did you go through the way that we're going through here? It looked like it'd be more fun and challenging. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Guys, I'll catch you next time. I'm going to get to filling up some sand, and I'll be right back with you in the next episode. Peace out, guys.